Yeah, that was surely twisted sensational.
Yeah, but this wine's not bad either. Uncle Henry was a master. He loved using common everyday folks. That's really my surprise. He was really pretty good at it, wasn't he? He was. Now, here's another one for you. This one takes place in the elegant Hotel Lotus in New York City. He sure likes to write about the white boy. I think it was because he was a commoner himself, and he liked to write about how he thought the other half lived.
This one's called Transients in Arcadia.
Miss Beaumont, this guy in high school reserved your favorite table.
May I have a tea? For you. There you go. And for you. Thank you, my dear.
I'm so sorry, there's no more cheesecake, but I brought your cookies. I know they're your favorites.
How lovely, thank you.
This dear Hotel Lotus is an oasis in the July desert of Manhattan, Miss Remington. The temperature is perpetually April, and the distant roar of Broadway is similar to the distant sound of a waterfall, restful and peaceful.
I quite agree, Miss Beaumont. And you are a guest that the Hotel Lotus adores. The bellboys fight for the honor of answering your ring. And you have the air, the fine air of the elite. And your gown is exquisite.
You are too kind. I can only say in return that you have drifted into the exclusive and calm current of life here in the Lotus so silently that not a ripple has alarmed any of us. There is not the slightest doubt that you belong here.
Oh, I do feel quite at home here.
One does tire of the old resorts. What is the use to travel to mountains or to the seashore to escape dust and noise when the very people who make them both follow us there?
Even on the ocean, the common folk are everywhere around you. The most exclusive steamers are getting to be nothing more than ferry boats. Heaven help us when the summer resorter discovers our dear Hotel Lotus.
Well, our secret has been safe for the past week anyhow. I know of but one other place so delightful and pleasant in summer, and that is the castle of Count Polensky in the Ural Mountains.
Well, I hear that Baden-Baden and Cannes are almost deserted this season. Year by year, the old resorts fall into disrepute. Perhaps others like ourselves seek out the quiet nooks overlooked by the majority.
Well, I promise myself just one more day of this delicious rest. Tomorrow my ship sails.
Oh, I shall miss you. But I too must go tomorrow.
Oh, well, one cannot hide here forever, charming though it may be. My chateau has been in preparation for me for longer than a month now. Those house parties one must give. What a nuisance. But I shall never forget my week here in your excellent company, Miss Barrington.
Your companionship has made my week here unforgettable as well, Miss Beaumont.
Farrington, I have something to tell you.
Yes?
I will be leaving here before breakfast in the morning because I have to go back to work.
Work?
Yeah, I'm behind the grocery counter at Caspi's store, and my vacation is up 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. This $1 is the last money I'll see till I draw my salary on Saturday. You've been a good friend, and I wanted to tell you before I left.
Surely you jest.
No, I've been saving for a whole year just for this vacation. I wanted to spend 1 week like a lady. I wanted to sleep late, have people wait on me, ring bells for things like rich folks do. Well, now I've done it, and I've had the happiest time of my life.
I don't know what to say.
Tomorrow I'll go back to work, satisfied for another year. And my name isn't Heloise Beaumont. It's Mamie Siviter. And this dress is the only one I own fit to wear to a swanky place like this. I bought it at down in Levinsky's on the installment plan, and this $1 will pay the installment due tomorrow.
Oh, you are very brave to tell me this. It's all right, I'll give you a receipt.
Receipt?
Yeah, I have to go back to work tomorrow, too.
I don't understand.
I'm a bookkeeper at O'Dowd and Levinsky. Funny, we should both use our vacations here. I've always dreamed of putting up at a swell place like this, and I did it. And I saved out of my salary to do it, too. Hey, how about we take in Coney Island next Saturday afternoon and seek out some fun? Maybe there'll be a couple of guys there with nothing better to do.
You bet. The store closes at noon on Saturday, and I don't have any plans. Coney Island sounds great to me.
By the way, Mamie, my real name is Jenny McManus.
Nice to meet you, Jenny. Here's to Saturday at Coney Island.
To Coney Island and a new friend.
I'm pretty sure I saw that one in a movie.
Well, it's like I told you. Oh, Henry stories have universal appeal. I mean, don't we all wish we could be someone else once in a while? Personally, for me, I wish I could be the owner of my own winery. best if we stop now. The other girls will be along any minute.
Well, I think we'll give you just a few more. Yeah, just a few more.
Really? Well, if you insist. Okay, come here, or are you gonna stand back there? You can back there. Just a few. Okay. All right. This next one, then, we're gonna read is kind of a corny one. Okay? It's kind of down to earth, and it's how we don't always want what we think is best for us.
Well, I got a story for you. Let me tell you what happened a short time ago on a warm, sunny day in early spring. Cumberland Mountains rose up blue-gray in the late afternoon haze, and all was quiet in our settlement here in Piedmont County until one day, Ramsey Bilbro and his wife Aurelia suddenly burst into the office of the Justice of the Peace, Menage a Widow.
We all want a divorce.
That's right, a divorce. We can't seem to get along together, no how. It's lonely enough living up in the mountains when a man and a woman liking each other. But when she's squealing like a wildcat and moaning like a hoot owl in the cabin, a man ain't got no call to live with her.
But he's a no-cap farmer, always keeping company with scallywags and moonshiners, head sprawling on his back, drinking corn whiskey, and pestering folks with a pack of old mangy counts. Who's going to go be with this man?
When she's always throwing skillet lids and tossing boiling water on the best moon dogs in the Cumberland, and keeping a man awake all night, accusing him of all sorts of misdeeds.
Well, he's always a fighting with the revenuers and gets a bad name in the mountains for being a darn meaner. Who's going to be able to sleep at night?
Dost, sit down. According to the Constitution, equity, according to the Golden Rule, it's plain as a bug on a hillbilly's tooth. If a justice of the peace can marry a couple, he can divorce it. This here court will issue a decree of divorce, provided you can pay for it.
Well, I got this $5 from selling a bearskin and 2 foxes. That's all the money we got.
The regular price for a divorce in this here court is $5.
Well, Justice of the Peace, Menage a Widow took that $5 bill with the most deceptive air of indifference and wrote out the decree of divorce upon a sheet of paper. When he had finished, he read it out loud to Ramsey Bilbro and his wife Aurelia.
Stand up. Approach the bench. Let it be known to all men that Ramsey Bilbro and his wife Aurelia did this day personally appear before me in promises that hereinafter that you will neither love, honor, or obey each other, for better or worse, being of sound mind and body, fail with it not. Signed, Menage a Widow, County of Piedmont, State of Tennessee.
Don't you give him that paper, no how. I've got to get my alimony.
Alimony?
That's right. I'm going up to Brother Est on Hogback Mountain, and I'm going to need some shoes and other things besides.
Nobody ever figured you wanted any alimony.
Well,
This here point demands a judicial decision. Yeah? Your ex-wife's feet is bare enough, and and the trail to Hogback Mountain is steep and plenty. Aurelia, how much did you figure would be good and sufficient alimony?
$5 for the shoes and all, and a few other things besides.
Well, that amount don't seem unreasonable. Rancy, you are hereby ordered by this here court to pay the sum of $5 in alimony to Aurelia Bilbo before the decree of divorce will be issued.
I done paid you all that I had. I ain't got no more money.
Well, then you'll be in contempt of court.
Well, I reckon if you give me until tomorrow, I can scrape it up somehow. I didn't know you'd be wanting any alimony.
This here case is adjourned until tomorrow afternoon, when you will present yourselves before me and obey the order of this here court. After which, the decree of divorce will be issued. Get out.
Well, kind of tastes funny. Rancy Bilbo and his wife Aurelia headed off to Uncle Zeke's to spend the night. When it began to get dark, Justice of the Peace Menage a Whip headed home for supper in his double log cabin up the slope. Now, as he crossed that little creek in the middle of a laurel thicket, the dark figure of a man jumped out in front of him and pointed a rifle at his heart.
Go home! Give me your money! Hand it over! And be quick about it! I'm getting nervous and my fingers wobbling on this here trigger.
I only got $5.
Well, roll it up and put it in this gun barrel. Hurry up about it! Come on! I reckon you could be going now, and don't look back.
Pretty funny so far, huh? That's right. Yes, sir. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Anyway, next day, Justice had his hat on ready for business when Rancy Bilbo and his wife Aurelia returned to the office. Now, of course, they were a little late showing up, fighting all the way there, you know. Anyway, it's all right. Well, when they got back to the office, Rancy Bilbo handed to Aurelia a $5 bill. Now, Menage Widow viewed it sharply. It seemed to curl up, as though it had been rolled up and stuck into the end of a gun barrel. But he refrained from comment. You know, it was logical that other $5 bills might have been inclined to curl. Well, he then handed over the decree of divorce, but Rancy Bilbo and Aurelia stood awkwardly silent. He slowly folded that decree of freedom, and she slowly folded that $5 bill.
Well, Ramsey, I guess you'll be going up to the cabin.
I reckon I will.
Well, there's bread in the tin box and bacon in the boiling pot, so the hounds won't get to it. And don't forget to wind your cloth.
Are you going up to your brother Ed's now?
Yeah, I'm not saying he'll make me welcome, but I ain't got no place else to go. So I'll be saying goodbye, Ramsey.
Well,
Gonna be awfully lonesome in that cabin tonight, now, Rancy.
it'll be lonesome, all right. But when folks get mad and wants a divorce, You can't make folks stay.
Nobody asked nobody to stay.
Nobody never said they didn't.
Nobody never said they did.
Nobody winds that old clock like you, Aurelia.
Want me to come and wind that clock for you, man?
I do. And those hounds shan't be bothering you anymore, I promise. I reckon I've been mean and low down, but I won't be no more. Will you wind that clock tonight?
Oh, well, Rose. My heart's in that cabin with you. So I guess we better get going before
Ain't nobody gonna be winding no clock tonight. In the name of the state of Tennessee, I forbid you to be defined its laws and statutes. Now this here court is overjoyed to see the clouds of discord and misunderstanding leaving two loving hearts. But this court reminds you, you no longer be man and wife. And therefore you're not entitled to the benefits and appurtenances of the marital estate. However, this court is prepared to remove the disabilities of divorce and perform the solemn ceremony of marriage, thus fixing things up and allowing you to resume the elevated state of marriage. Now, the fee performing this such service shall be, in this case, $5.
There goes my shoes.
You ain't going to need no shoes. Raise your right hands.
Well, as you can see, Ramsey, Bilbro, and Aurelia were reunited in marriage and set off together in their cabin in the mountains. And you guys take forever. And they went off to their cabin in the mountains. Let's go now. We ain't got no date. Man, I got lines to deliver and stuff, you know. Anyway, let me finish up what I was saying. Justice of the peace here, well, he took off his hat and he fingered that $5 bill. And life, well, life went on, just like a whirligig.
Now I got another one for you. This one, well, see if you can guess where it takes place. It's in a small district just west of Washington Square in New York City. A quaint district called Greenwich Village. Bingo! So, this is one of his more popular stories. And it always brings a tear to my eyes. I know, the one about the artist. The last week. You get the prize!
Well, hold on. You never said there were any prizes.
Well, sure there's a prize. The prize is, we read the story. And it's a good one, but it's not funny like the others. Yeah, old Henry did have a serious side. So to refresh your memory, these three artists, Sue, Johnsy, and Mr. Behrman, share a long space in a 3-story brick home in New York. Today we might call them starving artists. Which pass the tip? Mr. Behrman, you're registered.
Your friend has a 1 in 10 chance of surviving. This pneumonia is not a kind old gentleman. Your friend has had her blood thinned by the California climate she comes from. In this New York, pneumonia is a red-fisted, short-breathed old duffer.
Isn't there something we can do for her, Doctor?
Her main chance is to want to live. But I think she's made up her mind that she's not going to get well. Now, I'll do all that science will allow me to do through my efforts. But if you could maybe get her to talk about winter fashions, or better yet, what she wants for dinner tonight, or supper. What she wants for supper. That would be great. And I can give you promise you a 1 in 5 chance for her, instead of 1 in 10.
I'll do my best, Doctor. Thank you.
You betcha.
Feeling a little better today, John C., dear?
12, 11, 10, 9.
What are you counting? I don't see anything but an old ivy vine out there on the brick wall across the yard.
8, 7, 6. They're falling faster now. 3 days ago, they were almost 100. It made my head ache to count them. Now it's easy. There goes another one. Only 5 left now.
Oh, 5 what, dear?
Leaves on that old ivy vine. When the last leaf falls, I must go too. I've known that for 3 days now. Didn't the doctor tell you?
Why, I've never heard such nonsense. What kind of an old ivy vine have to do with your getting well or not? Why, you used to love that old vine so. Naughty girl. Don't be a goosey. Why, the doctor told me just this morning that you had a chance of getting well, let's see, what did he say? He said 10 to 1 chance of getting well. Why, that's as good a chance as we have in New York when we ride the streetcar. Now, try to take some broth, dear. And I must get back to my drawing, because I have to sell this drawing to the magazine editor, and then I will buy you some port wine.
No need to get any more wine. There goes another one. No, I don't want any broth. That leaves just 4. I want to see the last leaf fall before it gets dark. And then I'll go too.
Josie dear, you must promise me that you will keep your eyes closed and not look out that window. I have to finish all my drawings and send them in tomorrow, or I would, and I need the light, or I would pull the shade down.
All right. Let me know as soon as you have finished, because I want to see that last leaf fall. I'm tired of waiting, tired of thinking. I want to lose my hold on everything and go sailing down, 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 just like one of those tired old leaves.
Now stop that talk and try to get some sleep. I've got to go see Mr. Behrman and have him come and be my model for the old man in my drawing. I'll only be a moment. Oh, Mr. Behrman, is there nothing on your canvas?
Nothing. You see? Nothing. You want to know why? I am a failure in art. 40 years now I've been a failure. Always I'm about to paint my masterpiece, and always I fail to even begin. So, why are you so surprised to see a blank canvas?
I believe in you, Mr. Behrman. I know you will paint your masterpiece someday. But now I need you to come and be my model for my drawing and help me cheer up Johnsy. She's so very ill, you know.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
See that ivy vine out there? She says that when the last leaf falls, she will go too.
What's this you're telling me? Are there people in this world so foolish as to die because some leaves fall off a confounded vine? I never heard of such a thing.
She's very ill and very weak, and the fever has left her head full of strange fancies. And I can do nothing to change her mind. Please pose for me now. I need this painting.
Pose? I don't want to pose. This is terrible news you bring me.
Oh, don't be an old flibberty gibbet. Sit down, and I need you to pose for me now.
What's this? You're calling me an old flibberty gibbet?
She's asleep. Come look out the window. See the ivy vine out there on the wall?
It's raining. Such a cold rain, too. Mixed with a little snow, I think.
Mr. Berman, look! Look, there's only one leaf left on the vine!
You must not let her look out the window. We will pull down the shade and leave it down. Okay, go on. I'll pose for you. This is no kind of place for someone so good as Miss Johnsy to lie sick in. Someday, I will paint my masterpiece, and we shall all go away from here.
Where would we go? Naples. Naples. It's warm and sunny there, and Johnsy's always said she wanted to paint the Bay of Naples.
Well, then she must definitely get well. And then she shall do just that.
And since she's asleep, and you're now posing for me, and then maybe you can get to your masterpiece.
Yes, I must begin my masterpiece. Yes, my masterpiece for Miss Johnsy.
Sue? Sue? Is it morning? It's so dark.
Yes, it is morning, dear. And you slept most of the night. That's very good. That's a good sign.
Pull up the shade. I want to look out the window.
Oh, no, it's a cold and wet and windy day out. Let's just keep it shut out.
No. I want to see out. Pull up the shade.
Johnsy?
Please. The last leaf is still there. I thought it would surely fall during the night. I heard the wind blow. Brave little leaf, hanging there so stubbornly.
As stubborn as you, Johnsy, dear. You've always been stubborn.
I know. But something made it stay there. To show me how wicked I've been. It's a sin to want to die, isn't it? I'm feeling just a little bit hungry, Sue. Would you bring me a little broth?
Oh, I'd be delighted. I already have it heated.
Even chances today. You're out of danger. With good nursing, you'll get to paint Naples someday. I'm sorry, Mr. Behrman. Your neighbor, Mr. Behrman, was taken to the hospital and he's got pneumonia.
Oh, no.
And the attack is acute and I don't think chance that he's going to survive. So he was taken to the hospital this morning to make him more comfortable.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Poor Mr. Behrman. He's so good to us. He loves Johnsy so. Oh.
You take good care of your friend and tell her when she's better.
I will, Doctor. Thank you. You're still looking out that window, Johnsy dear.
It's a miracle, Sue. It's been 2 days now, and that last leaf is still clinging there, just as I now cling to life.
It's precious to both of us, dear. Now, I'm sorry. I have something to tell you. Our dear friend, Mr. Behrman, died this morning of pneumonia in the hospital.
Oh no, poor old man. I'm so sorry.
The janitor found him yesterday morning lying on the floor, and his clothes were soaking wet and icy cold. And he called for help, but they couldn't imagine where he had spent that dreadful night. And then they saw his lantern, still lighted, and a ladder that had been pulled away from its usual spot, and some brushes scattered about, and a palette with green and yellow paints on it. Do you see the leaf on the vine out there? Do you imagine why it didn't move when the wind blew?
Well, yes, I did. But I thought...
It will always be there. It's Mr. Behrman's masterpiece. He painted it for you, Joan.
Yeah, please lightly jump after that one.
For the last one, we'll lighten it up before the girls get here with a nice story. It sort of combines hypnotism and a burglar. And it makes the whole world kin.
I have come to the conclusion that there are 3 types of burglars in this world. I have come to this conclusion because burglars have attempted to rob my uncle's house quite frequently. And when the police come and take them away, I take note of their appearance. Their classification is quite simple, really. The collar is the distinguishing mark. Now, a burglar who does not wear a collar is described as a degenerate of the lowest type, vicious and depraved. Now, the other well-known type of burglar is the one who does wear a collar. He is invariably a gentleman by day, while after dark he plies his nefarious occupation of burglary. Now, the third type of burglar, the last one who entered my uncle's house, well, he wore a gray sweater, and the police would have been baffled had they tried to classify him.
There, Father. Sit and rest. I'm off to the druggist to get your medicine.
Thank you, my dear.
Now, this burglar entered my uncle's house through a window that had carelessly been left unlocked. Now, as my uncle described it to me after the fact, this burglar wore no mask and he carried no dark lantern. In fact, he brought only a pistol and he thoughtfully chewed peppermint gum.
Hefty enough. Watch. There. Keys. Ah. Poker chips. Ah. Ah, pink Herbert. That's a nice enough touch. Ah. Sit still. Come back here. Come back. Come back here. Come back, you sit still. Get your hands up, you hear? Get your hands up. Both of them. You might have a gun hidden somewhere around here, and you might be amphibious and shoot with your left hand. Count 1, 2, left.
I can't raise the other one.
Why not?
Rheumatism in my shoulder.
Rheumatism? Inflammatory?
Was. The inflammation's gone down now.
Oh, ow! Ow!
Don't just stand there making faces. If you come to burgle, why don't you get on with it? There's some stuff lying around this room that should bring a tidy sum.
It just sucked me one. It's lucky for you that rheumatism in me is old pal. I got it in my left arm, too. Well, anybody but me would probably have popped you when you wouldn't raise that left claw of yours.
How long have you had it?
4 years. It ain't the worst of it. Once you got it, it's rheumatic life forever.
Ever tried rattlesnake oil?
Oh, rattlesnake oil? Gallons of it. Why, of all the rattlesnakes that I've used the oil of was strung out head to tail, they reach all the way from here to the planet Saturn about 8 times over and back again. and the rattles, well, they can be heard from here to Valparaiso, Indiana, and back.
Well, how about Chisholm's pills?
No good. Fudge. I used them for 4 months. No good. No good. I did have a little success with Picolet's extract and balm of Gilead poultices. and Punch paint pulverizer. But I think it was a lucky buckeye in my pocket that did the trick.
Well, is yours worse in the morning or in the night?
Oh, night. Just when I'm busiest. Yeah. Say, put that arm of yours down. I don't guess you're going to cause no trouble. Did you ever try liquor staff's blood builder?
No, I never did. You're swelling?
Yeah. In the morning. And when it's going to rain, oh, great Christopher.
Me too. I can tell when a streak of humidity the size of a tablecloth starts in Florida heading for New York. And if I pass a tear-jerker matinee going on, if I pass a theater where there's a tear-jerker matinee going on, the moisture makes my left arm jump like a kid.
Yeah, I know just what you mean, and I don't think the blooming doctors know what's good for it.
Me neither. I spent $1,000 without getting any relief.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Say, did you ever try local Del Doc?
Oh, stop. You might as well rub butter on it.
Well, I'll tell you, the one thing that does the trick, lest we forget, is good old booze. Hey, this job's off. Come on. We'll get your coat on. We'll go out and have ourselves a drink. Oh, ouch, there it goes again. Oh.
For a week now, I haven't been able to dress myself without any help.
Well, that's all right. I'll help you get your duds on. I'll get your coat here, and we'll get going here. Okay? Yeah.
Oh. I must say, this is very unusual.
Well, come on now. Let's go. We'll get going here. Sorry. Say, I know a man who told me that he had great success with Almusbury's ointment. He said, 2 weeks' time, he could actually tie his tie using both hands.
Almusbury didn't do me a bit of good. Oh, wait, I forgot my money.
Oh, not to worry. This one's on me. Hey, you ever tried witch hazel and oil of wintergreen?
No, I never did. Is it worth trying? Yeah. Say, I'm glad we met. Oh.
That's cute.
Now that is what I call a bizarre story. Oh, drink to that. And there you have it. 7 sensational stories by old Henry.
I just spent the past hour hanging out with 2 old Henry nuts.
Yikes, it's getting light. Oh, the girls will be tired. Yeah, okay. Well, we old Henry nuts have to, get more wine. Nice to see you again, Lane. You know, Lane, it's really easy to lose track of time when you're wrapped up in a really good story. So I will give you my book, and you can read some more for yourself.
Gee, thanks.
Anytime. Lane, did you get that for me? I think I'm having a little trouble here with the screw cork.
Sure. Juculorum.
Excuse me, did you say something?
Juculorum.
What?
It's an O'Henryism.
Oh, Henryism.
Oh, Henry is this book. Used use it in one of his stories. It means something spectacular or sensational, kind of like how I spent my night tonight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, here, we can read about Mr. Packenstacker and Sue and Jonesy.